Good morning, babes. Welcome back to Barb City. It's your girl, Christy Ann, aka Barbie Ann, okay? Before we get into this video, please subscribe to this channel. Turn your post notifications on. Please don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. And also, when we're done here, follow me on Twitter at The Real Barb City and Instagram at Barb City Pink Print. You guys, I apologize about my raspy voice. It's like ever since my family and I were sick, my voice has just not been the same, okay? Anyways, you guys, let's get right into it. The first topic is going to be about Gunna, you guys. As you guys know, people are running around just loosely calling Gunna the S word. We all know what I mean when I say the S word, okay? And the reason why this really chapped my buns, whether it's true or not, is nobody did this with Bachiana. Okay. Anyways, you guys, it was reported that Gunna is to be released from jail after pleading guilty to racketeering charges. Okay. So yes, you guys, Gunna pled guilty to racketeering charges. And as we all know, when you plead guilty to a crime, you have to admit your, involvement in what happened. Basically, you had to admit what you did in the situation. And if I'm not mistaken, your plea cannot be used against your co-defendants. That's what I've always thought. When you plead guilty to a crime, your co-defendants cannot basically go down for anything that you say in your testimony. And I could absolutely be wrong, okay? But you guys, I do want to say this. I don't know where Gunna was. I don't know if he was in the feds or what. But when you are in the feds, I want to point something out that is a fact. So do not get in my comments trying to correct me, okay? When you are in the feds, when you are found guilty, plead guilty, whatever you do, when you're sentenced, you have to get one of your loved ones to send in paperwork from your actual attorney showing that you did not S-word on anybody. This is a real thing, okay? So I'm pretty sure it was different where Gunna is, but you guys, when it comes to male prisons, federal prisons, stuff like that, you have to show proof to your fellow inmates that you did not S-word on anyone. If you can't show that proof, they're automatically going to assume that you did. Okay, so anyways, you guys, I say that to say I understand how serious it is when it comes to the S-word. My thing is this. Why wasn't anybody saying this about the Latina Bachiana woman? That's all I'm saying, okay? She just pled guilty and told this and told that, okay? But nobody was saying this. Now, this African-American man pleads guilty to something, and now everybody wants to run around throwing cheese at his car in the parking lot and calling him the R word. That makes no sense, okay? And me personally, I'm just tired of seeing the double standards because almost everybody in the comments about Gunna, obviously it's men, but you also see Bachiana's fans. Like, did your fave not just do the same thing? Okay. Anyways, you guys, with that being said, here are some of the things that people had to say. One person saying this: how can y'all prove he's telling without paperwork? Y'all just assume stuff without knowing. It might be all good for them. I've been in a situation like this and everyone was singing but me. So I went down while everyone else was enjoying the holidays with they people. From experience, whenever you plead guilty, you're asked to admit your role in whatever took place. While admitting your role, they always ask about your co-defendants. Unless you're actually saying you're exercising your right to plead the fifth, hopefully you're saying your co-defendants weren't with you. Basically, if you aren't dealing with people that know or know personally about the system, then you're always going to think people S-worded. These people have money. He sat in jail long enough to get some charges dropped off and still pled guilty to get time served or probation. Y'all talking about S-wording. This man just voluntarily took a charge. because it's bad for his co-defendants. Bro, how the F does that prove he's not telling, okay? Another person saying, my husband is still suffering consequences for not S-wording on people that didn't give him a dang time of day and still don't. Shaking my dang head. I hope God restores you and everything you lost. Loyalty is overrated. I'm saying he basically said, yeah, I did these things over here, but I have no idea about no racketeering. His lawyers gave him a clean landing, if I'm right about the Alford plea. So basically, you guys, what the Alford plea is, you're not pleading guilty, but you're saying that the prosecutors definitely have enough evidence to say or prove that you're guilty. That's what that means, okay? Another person said, do you not know anything about the system? Once you take a charge, you will have it on your record, but you will most likely get bail. And the last person saying, sometimes a man has to be loyal to himself and say F what everyone else is doing and stand on what he stands on. S-wording ain't it for some of us. So like I said, you guys, people have mixed emotions on this situation. Some people are calling Gunna the S-word. Some people clearly know that when you plead guilty and you give your testimony that your testimony cannot be used against your co-defendants. And you guys, also, when you plead guilty, it doesn't always mean that you're S-wording. And I hope that this goes away for Gunna. This is not a 6ix9ine situation. I hope that Gunna is able to go forward with his career, and people just running around being silly, loosely calling him the S word. I hope that that stops soon. And if it does not, I hope that Bachiana gets the same energy. That is all I'm saying. And we are going to move on to the next topic. So you guys, GloRilla is the topic of discussion yet again, although she is not trending, okay? As we all know, GloRilla gets up early in the morning every day and she says something weird online so that the blogs will talk about her, or she'll say something very low vibrational in her interviews. Hint, hint, how she likes to eat her food, okay? Anyways, you guys, so basically she did make a Facebook post and she put it out that she needed an assistant, okay? And she offered this assistant $550 a week to handle multiple tasks for her. And some of those tasks were organizing all of Glo's meetings, doctor and dental appointments, as well as handling all of her travel arrangements, organizing meals, grocery shopping, and various errands. Other duties include attending meetings and events with Glo and packing and unpacking her suitcases. The wage she is willing to pay for these services is $550, you guys. The qualifications are pretty basic, and they included excellent communication and interpersonal skills, outstanding time management and organization skills, customer service skills, ability to multitask and prioritize workloads, high level of attention to detail, and at least a high school education. So y'all, for me, all those tasks is not giving $550. Like, that is a lot of work, especially when you're dealing with someone in the industry. Can you imagine how many appointments and meetings and shows this person is going to have? Okay. Nowhere in here did GloRilla say she will be paying for this person's food and travel and stuff. I would imagine that she would. If she needs her assistant with her, obviously she's going to make sure that her assistant eats and is able to travel with her, because I couldn't imagine her thinking in her head that $550 to live off, travel off of, like, that's just not going to work. Okay. So you guys, with that being said, here are some of the things that people had to say. LOL. I mean, if I was a high school kid taking the job, it would make sense. Interns do far more at large companies for free. Besides, All you need is a high school diploma. How hard is it to make a dentist appointment for someone else? How is the amount insulting if she's paying for all food, shelter, and essential bills and care? I'm sure she wasn't expecting none of our old ends to take interest. This is more about the opportunity, a foot in the door. If the young without children and no big responsibility for real, this could be a huge win on your resume, rubbing elbows with the entertainment industry. Like, y'all, I literally had to pick that paragraph apart just now to be able to read it. Like, y'all have to get that together, okay? Y'all are sounding like Bachiana's cousins, okay? Anyways, another person said, GloRilla, I tried my best to help, but you might just want to get labor ready involved and contract this position through the tip agency because they ain't going for it. And another person said, your flights and travel get paid for. Duh, it's standard for your employer to pay for on-the-job traveling and to pay you a salary. She's acting like paying their flights they're required to take for work is a courtesy. Like, yeah, you're supposed to pay for that stuff, like I said. And another person said, is that even minimum wage? Now, y'all, as we all know, these new girls, Lottos, Cardi B's, Meg the Stallions, GloRillas, they are always getting accused of stealing from other artists, whether it's a wig, a dress, a song, a beat, like it's always something. Okay, so basically, you guys, a young choreographer that's also from Memphis decided to work with GloRilla, you guys, and she is claiming that she did not get paid. Okay, so GloRilla money dispute. A choreographer claims she never got paid after working with GloRilla. Okay, she said that she spent 5 hours teaching GloRilla and her team how to do this dance, and then she was given the runaround afterwards about her money. Okay, she has not been paid. People are not reaching out to her to pay her, and that's just so unfortunate. Like, she's African American. This happens to Black women so much in the industry, okay? And it's always other Black women doing this to them, always stealing their clothing design or something, no matter what it is. But anyways, here are some of the things that people had to say. Of course, she different. What we all supposed to be the same? No, that's what makes her unique. Like, I don't know, baby, what that comment meant. Like, she's different, so she's not paying people for their work. That's how she's different. Please enlighten me, okay? Another person said she know her industry don't got no money. If she's only offering to pay $550 a week to be her assistant, how much is she expecting for 5 hours? Like, baby, when you're in the industry, that's not how it works, okay? You get paid for what you do, and you normally get paid a nice amount of money for it, okay? People are out here making $2,000 wigs worth $20,000, okay? So, and it's just because they know those people have money to pay them. So GloRilla offering $550 is an insult, okay? Either that or she's just not making the amount of money that she claims to be making, okay? With that being said, another person said, so y'all really on here acting like this lady wrong for wanting to be paid for her service. If y'all little fast food job shortage your check, you would be up there acting a fool. She has bills to pay and needs to be paid her money. Simple as that. Another person said, it's not that folks are calling her wrong. Her process and delivery was wrong. She should have had documentation ready when she stepped on the scene so she wouldn't have to take this route. Can't compare an actual job to something like this because it can easily be corrected as long as there is proof. She has no paper trail or anything. She did it to herself. Hopefully she now understands, learned her lesson, and will make better venture decisions. I don't know. Anyways, you guys, basically, I agree with that comment. She should have had documentation. She should have had a paper trail showing that she did these things. At the same time, Where in there does that say that what GloRilla and her team is doing is okay? Like, it's not okay. They need to pay this woman the money. They don't need any proof. They seen her there. They learned the dance and they need to pay for it. Simple as that. On to the next topic. As you guys know, 77 Cents just released new music, okay? And people are just not here for the song. It's not doing well. It's actually doing just like her other songs that she has released besides Big Energy, which was obviously already a big song, okay? With that being said, Lotto's fans are tired of hearing about the P word. They are asking her to put out music that does not talk about the P word, okay? So I could understand that people are tired of hearing about that because it's not just Lotto that raps about it consistently. It's actually all the new rap girls. But anyway, she responded to her fans and said, I got plenty of songs not about the P word. Y'all don't blow them up, and that's not my problem. So basically, Lotto is saying when she makes songs that are not about the P word, they don't blow them up. And in my opinion, it doesn't matter what the song's about. Your fans are not blowing them up regardless. Okay. So outside of Lotto's PR stunts and her trying to say she'll slap the barbs and then releasing her song and then coming back and trying to address the Twitter, comment that she put and try to say, oh, it's a lie and all that stuff, it didn't work, okay? Nobody paid her song any attention, including her so-called jackpots. We keep trying to remind Lotto that the bots can't actually buy her music. So as much as she wants to call them fans, your bots can't actually stream your music. So every time you drop something, it's gonna show that all those bots are not actual fans. That's what you need to understand so that you're not always so disappointed. 77 Cents, okay? With that being said, you guys, here are some of the things that people had to say on this situation. One of them being August with the Shade. They all sound the same, written by someone else. Another person said, the only song of yours that blew up was only because of my Mariah Carey. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that song that she did was already hot. It's by one of the biggest artists in the world. And can I also say this, 77 Cents, are you going to do anything else besides a mixtape? Like, all you're doing are mixtapes. Can you come out and do something original one time? Okay. Another person saying, you spend all your time hating on her. You seemed fan out for real. None of your songs blow up. Did you write those songs you talking about, Alyssa? It's not because of your fans. You don't have those. It's because your music isn't good enough. Every song sounds generic and boring. Girl, your song's about P not blowing up either, and that is your problem, LOL. You have a song that's literally called P. That's all you talk about. Y'all don't blow them up. Just say you can't write a good song, and that's okay, honey. No one even blows up your music when you don't talk about P word. Your music is not good or doesn't stand out. Your only hit is Big Energy. Thanks to radio play and Mariah Carey. Rap isn't for you, girly. Hang it up, flat screen. So what's so funny is that when this person said that radio carried that song, like, radio literally carried that song, you guys, okay? That nobody was streaming that song. Nobody was like overly playing that song. Radio played it out, okay? Mariah Carey is a humongous artist, and then when she did the remix, it made it even better. And what's so crazy about all of that is 77 Cents did not even know that that was Mariah Carey's song. So, as I said, Bachiana Jr. trying to use beef with Nicki Minaj did not work, okay? Her new song is at 117K views in one day, okay? Also, The song that she put out with GloRilla is just now reaching 1.2 million views, and it was released 2 weeks ago. And you guys, I also want to point out, I know that this video has nothing to do with Cardi B, but y'all know she wants a Tulsa so bad, okay? And so her new feature with Rosalia, she has 602K views in one day, okay? With all of that being said, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. I love you guys so much. Thanks.